Hi everyone, welcome to BumbleBeeCrafts. Thanks for tuning in to another video from me today. Hope you're all doing well. So today I was planning and preparing a journal kit that I want to put together, or using a digital kit, putting other bits together and how I want to make a journal. And then I thought, well, maybe I should switch the camera on. It's been a while since I've done a little start to finish project like this, and I'm using this gorgeous kit called Daffodils and Daisies from Tracy Fox Creative, and I'd split it into two. So I've got all the daffodil bits and thought I was going to do a daffodil journal, and then I thought to myself, well, why don't I do two at once, and the other half of the kit, because it's a really big kit with all the daisies on, I would do a daisy journal. So that's what I'm going to do, and I just thought I'd switch the camera on and show you the process. I think beforehand I've usually have got bits out that I want to work with, lots of lace and trims. This time around I really am starting from scratch, so the only thing I've gone ahead and done is fussy cut some of the elements of the kit, although it was only the daffodil bits that I wanted to use. And then there's a couple of bits that I've pulled out here, but my original idea was to use this old envelope that's got this lovely window in and have it as a pocket. And she's got this wonderful kit, Joyful Youths. Oh, they are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at them. They're just, and because daffodils always make me smile, that time of spring brightness that we need, and I thought they would just go perfectly with this kit. So that's what I want to do, make a journaling card to fit into the pocket here so that you would see these from the front cover. So the cover is going to be collaged over, and I thought, well, I'll do exactly the same for the daisies. So we've just got very similar journals, one daffodil, one daisy. This was the only envelope I could find, so it's a thinner window, but if I'm using they might cut those off. So there are ones in her kit like that one, she's got just a single person, so, or a single youth. They would look nice in there, so that's my idea, to use those. And I mean, she's got smaller images like this, so we'll be making some lovely cards and ephemera to go in the kit with these as well. So yeah, that's what I thought. I'd just switch the camera on and just show you how I kind of put things together before I start making anything, kind of like my idea process. So let's just check. Yeah, we're all filming okay. So yeah, that was the idea. I had the kit, and basically I let the kit speak to me as to how I want to interpret it and how I want to make it, that kind of thing. As I said, with this lovely daffodil one, it just screams spring to me, so that's what I wanted to do, and that was my original plan. And I thought, well, I'll just take out the daffodil from the kit and make a journal, but obviously now we're going to do the two together. So once I know what kit I'm going to be using, that usually determines how I want to make the cover, whether I want the cover to reflect the kit, in that, like this one's going to be collaged. Sometimes I will use excuse me excuse me, sorry about that. Sometimes I will use an element from the kit, especially if it's got some of the images from here are nice and large, and I want to make a journal topper, so I'd use a bit of fabric and I'd use a journal topper. I kind of let the kit speak to me and what sparks my creativity for wanting to put a journal together. So this was my idea, because I wanted to put these beautiful kits together, is to find my window envelopes. As I said, they're two different, but they will still work in exactly the same way, so we're going to do that. The white one will be for the daisy. Then what I tend to do is start looking at the kit itself and figure out what pages I'm going to put together and what I'm going to keep for collaging. So that's what I've done with this one. I've got my page ideas and everything together here, and then these sheets here are what I'm going to use for collaging the envelope with. So that's what we need to do with the daisy kit. So we've got our envelope, we know we're going to do things. I started to cut them up and then thought, actually, if I'm going to make pages from them, we need to decide. When I'm looking for pages, I like to have a bit that you could write on here, you could write on here. So those are definitely possibilities for pages. Like this one is a good one for a page. That's a good one for a page. So is that one. This one is probably good for collaging. That's a good page. Possibly that as a page. That's definitely a collage one. That could be a nice collage one. Same with that one, although that's got quite a lot of blue and I'm not really using blue at the moment, so I might not use that one. That's a possibility with there. The other thing I often look at, that one's got some space down there, and these are the little bits of ephemera. I've still got some more to cut out. She's got some fussy cuts that I need to do on my machine. And then for this one I've picked out the plain yellow bits of ephemera. So for this one I'm going to go slightly darker and go for the orangey bits in there. So that's those pages. How many pages do I normally do? Let's just have a little look at our pages. I've got, that's using something different. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I usually go roughly for about 5, possibly 6, because I've made this one into a page. Pages for a from a digital for a journal, because I tend to put about 15 pages in a journal. That's pages that are big, full-size pages, or they will be like dyed paper, and that would be classed as a page. If I put anything else in it, like a doily, or I put a bit of lace, anything like that, they are extras. I don't class those as written pages. Although they are pages within the journal, I tend to like to put about 15 pages that give you good space for writing. It's purely just how I work, because that's how I like a journal, so that I've got lots of writing space in my journals. So what we need to do now is kind of decide on our pages that we're putting together. So as I said, we want about 5 in total. So I'm just looking, and another thing that I like to do is work out, like you've got an image on this side, when your page is folded, I tend to like to have an image this side, you flip it over, and then that side tends to be for writing. So I'm just going to turn them over that way. If they were turned over that way, yeah, so let's have a look. So that one's quite all the way, isn't it? So if you had that one, you'd get the writing space there, which let's see. If we had that one, yeah, that's how I tend to like to do them like that, some of them at least. Writing space here, then you've got that, and you've got a bit of writing space on there. But I actually like these two together. So we go there and we go there. Yeah, okay. So that's going to be my page. That's one page. I quite like these together. So you would flip over. That does mean you've got that there. It's a possibility. Let's see what we've put over with this way. Now we have got this one, although yeah, I like these together. I think we will go so that it does mean that the pictures are on here and the writing's on here, but that's just the way it works. That's fine. So what have we got? We've got 1, 2. This one is a page. That makes 3. This one is 4, and I do need a 5th one, so I'll need to pull from these now. I'm going to move the blue to the side and just see what we want. I actually think I'm going to use maybe I'm thinking maybe these two actually. So we'd have that, and then that. Yeah, we'll go with that. So that's our 5 pages. That leaves us with these for collaging. There is the blue elements if I did want to pick maybe some of the daisies from here, so we could do that. They will be for collage in the envelope. Then we've got these. I use these will be like backgrounds for pockets, things like that. So that's how I start off. Sometimes the cover's already made and I will find a kit that goes completely with a cover that's pre-made, because I know one of my lovely viewers, hello Elizabeth, you asked about my actual process. Do I do the signatures first and then find a cover? Do I do a cover and then put everything together? It's kind of a bit of a both, especially with this one. As I said, I tend to let the digital kit decide for me. If I had some daisy print material or some print that had daffodils on it, then and a cover was already made, then I would definitely start with the cover and I would make that, and then as I said, I would pick elements, maybe a little cluster to sit on the front of it. But this one has been led by the kit to start with, and I started to put the signatures together and was thinking, well, what could I do for a cover? So yeah, it's I don't have a hard and fast rule unfortunately for it. I really just go with the flow and what I feel that particular kit speaks to me creatively for a cover and for how I put the signatures together. So back to this one, what I've gone and done is I started to prepare the pages like this one here. I've decided I want one of my flip outs here, so I've already stuck this image on here and put that back. And that one's ready to go onto that page as well, so I'm kind of prepping them. These have been stuck all together. I haven't quite decided yet whether I'm going to sew around them. I will probably think about now doing the cover, and then if I sew around the cover, I tend to like to sew around at least a few of the pages, so you kind of bring that stitching from the cover into the pages. I kind of like that matchiness of it. That's a word, that isn't a word, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I've put the pages together for those ones. So we just need to do some trimming, maybe some of these need gluing and everything. So we've done that side of it. We know we're doing a collage for the cover. I then went ahead and fussy cut the elements out. I also then started to pull together some other pages for they go this way, don't they, for the daisy one, I'm sorry, the daffodil one. So we made these in a recent video, the belly bands ideas. If you've not seen this idea, I'll link the video below. So I've pulled those because I thought they would go perfectly with the kit and blend quite nicely. And there's some fussy cut elements in the kit. I just need to put them through my scan and cut machine, and I'll probably decorate these up with some of the little elements on there. Maybe you could put a little something on there. So there's those two bits that I pulled out. I've got a plain old book page that I always like to put a page of that in as well. And then these are just some plain coloured paper that I thought went really well. I thought that represented the dark green of the stem, the yellow, and then you always get like a little paler green at the top. And then these are just some dyed papers, coffee dye. I'm not sure what one that is. And that I think might be onion skin, not sure. So yeah, I just tend to do that from my stash, pull out what I can, and then I've got everything together ready to start making. I also recently in my Fabric Fridays videos, I made a lace page, and I just thought, oh, that would go really nicely, because some of the backgrounds in Tracy's kit have got lace on them and everything, and just looks so pretty. So I thought that would be really nice, maybe with some daffodils on the bottom of it and stuff. So I've pulled that page out to go in there. Then I looked for some fabric flips that I've made. This one I think is going to be a pocket, so I will glue this onto a page down onto the four sides, and that's a little pocket. And then this is just a little flip that we can put some daffodils and ephemera to jazz that one up a little bit. Then I remembered I've got a lovely daffodil napkin which I want to have a play with for this particular kit. So I'd already started to pull bits and bobs out for this, for the daffodil. So let's go ahead and start doing the same for the daisy journal. So there we go, that's some ephemera. These are the spare collaged ones for there. So let's keep my piles separately. What I will just do is put these pages together with a bit of glue in the middle, just to hold them, so that I know that that's how I'm working and what's going together. Yeah, we're up to 17 minutes, that's fine. Got to be conscious of time, unfortunately, with filming, because my phone has been playing up. It's so old. It seems to want to only go for about 30-35 minutes. So this is all I do to join some pages together. Just a bit of glue, that's probably a bit too much glue in the middle, and then I just line it up. Excuse my head if it comes in, so I can see as best as you can, and then just flatten that down. And that's how I do. I've done this many times before in previous journal making, but for anybody new, this is what I do to join them together. I sometimes print two-sided. If I've printed on card, then I would, or thicker paper, but trying to keep my costs low, it's just cheaper with my printer to print on copier paper and then join the two pages together. So that's one page ready. I don't trim the white edge off until I've glued it together, because then that way I can make sure I take it off both sides, because sometimes you're slightly out in the printing. It just makes it easier to do it that way. Unfortunately for this one I already have, so I've got to try and get this one. So I usually just put a little bit like that. Doesn't have to be much, just enough to basically hold it together in the middle. And then that's how I can decide whether I want to add in flips to the pages. I think there's 2 pages there in the daffodil one where I'm going to be putting, I've got some flips planned. So we'll do the same with the daisy one. We'll plan out some flips. That's another page. I'm sure the right way round. So it's quite nice working with this bright lovely kit, because today is a really grey day. I actually think it's raining. Yeah, there's spots on the window. It's really fine rain, so everywhere just feels so damp and dreary and quite dark. So I've got my little ring light on, so hopefully you guys can see. So it's nice to work with something bright and cheerful. Wishing spring was here. Okay, so that's my pages just stuck together how I want them. We can trim them and add the other bits later. So what I then try and do is look to see what else we could have as pages. So I pulled out a dyed paper there. That actually looks like a tea dye. Piece of book page. I didn't realise that had that in there. I might change that one actually, because I don't think that would go. I don't know actually, it might do. I'll leave it in there. I'll leave it in there. And then these from my recent belly band make, because they've got the daisies on. Now they are blues, so they might go with some of the more bluer hues in kit, but there's those pages. I found this napkin. It's not daisies on here. I don't have a daisy napkin, but I just thought the bright green colour might work with some of the daisy fussy cuts on there. It's a possibility. I'm not 100% sure of this, so we might not use a napkin in the daisy kit, but I've got that anyway. And then I just pulled out some coloured paper and some coffee dyes. So let's just get these folded ready. That's that one. Just some plain yellow paper. And then this one's a darker yellowy orangey colour, which I thought would go because daisies are always darker in the centre, aren't they? And then I've got another piece of the green that we put in the daffodil. Okay, colour paper, we've got that, and then some of the pattern ones. So that's exactly what we've got for the daffodil one. There are a few elements left from Tracy's kit that do go with more of her backgrounds within the kit before she then puts the daisies on. So I might use those between the two of them, but they're what's left for the moment, and because then we've got that as well. So let's see where we are for time. Yeah, we're about 23 minutes. So that's kind of how I pull things together. Let's see what's missing from this pile. Some fabric stuff, isn't it? So let's go and get some fabric, and then we can then, both kits are at the same stage. Just grab. I've got a big box here of all my Fabric Friday makes. So let's have a look in here. Fabric pages, these are. I don't know if I've got anything that would work. No. So I think what I might have to do is if I just grab a little post-it, make myself a note to do another one of those lace pages. So lace on book page for Daisy 2. I know what that means. I'm just going to stick that on there so that I know I've got to make, just pop that on there, I know I've got to make one of these to go with that kit. So that's that one. Fabric flips, we definitely had some fabric flips, so let's have a look in here. These are These are the ones with the little pockets, aren't they? I don't think there was one that kind of matched the colour. So let's pull them to the side, and these are the actual fabric flips, aren't they? Okay. And you've got a green one, that would, the colours would match. Let's have a look to see if we've got anything else. And some bluey ones. I've got these, might be quite nice. It's a bit too bright with the red. There's another blue one there, look. We've got some under here. What have we got under here? I spy some yellow. Yeah, it's not. No, I don't think the rest of them in there are going to go. So it's between these ones. Let's have a look. What I then tend to do is just have the kit here, so that I can then just look to see what I think would go on the page. That might look nice. That one, I think that one so far, I don't think that material, or we've got that one. I like this one actually. Can you guys see that? That's in camera. Yeah, I like this one to go with it. So that's my fabric flip. Pop these all back. And then I think the other thing we had was a little fabric pocket. I'll just check my tags. I haven't got very many pre-decorated in here, so I might have to look in my to be finished stash. Ah yes, look, I have. I've got this lovely, this one's a pocket here, look, it's a double one with the daisies. That's perfect. I'll just have a look to see if there's any others in here. I mean, that one would go as well. I think that one would be really nice. And then these are all the purple ones that we did in the video. Okay, if you've not seen my Fabric Friday videos where I made these, I will leave a link to that below. I do have a playlist for Fabric Fridays, so do check that playlist out. There's some really fun makes, and I've got lots more fun makes to come with the fabric. So this one definitely I think is for the pocket, but I'm also thinking this one, so I might actually leave them both out for now. Just to see. So that is the last bit, wasn't it, that we needed to do. Okay, let me just pop my box back our way. We're coming up to about 30 minutes, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video here and get set up ready to start the collaging on our covers. There we go, here we go, that's pages, that's all pages and decoration. So yeah, we want to start the collaging on here next, so I'm going to pause the camera, get set up to start the collaging, and then I will be back and we'll do a little bit of the collaging, and I'll just show you how I'm going to be doing this and start making the cover. So I'll see you shortly. Hello again, I'm back. So I'm ready to do the collaging. I think I'm going to start on the daisy one, the daffodil one first. So we'll just leave that out the way. These are the pages that I pulled out that I thought we could use. Those ones, I might not use those, I don't think. So I'm just going to put those to one side. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just take a very thin strip off of here so that this opens it up, because the envelope is completely all sealed down. And I'm just going to use my scissors. It only has to be the tiniest of bit just to open it up as a pocket. It's going to be covered over the edge because I can fold the collaging over and in here. So that's that bit. Okay, so let's start collaging. These were some scraps left over. I've got a bit of yellow paper. So what, I like this, and I think that would be nice down there. So let's take off the white edge. Oops, that didn't go very well, did it? Still didn't. It's because I'm doing it the opposite way. Let's just turn the page around. I've got much more control when I'm holding down with the right, tearing with the left. I don't know why. There we go. Chuck that in the rubbish. Okay, so just looking to see how much, because if I'm going to go over here, I might take it to about there. Now, I'm not worried about the white top and bottom because we'll be layering over this anyway, but I kind of want that daffodil at the top there. Okay, so I'm thinking of that there. Maybe just a piece of, well, actually that's not very thick. Maybe we could just put a bit under there, and then we can think of something down this side. Yep, let's do that. So I've got my glue pages here to the right of me. I'm going to glue this one down first. So because it's going to be the cover of the journal, I am thinking more of placement for the collage, whereas normally when we do collage we just do any old, you know, you try not to think too much about it and just place them down. But I am being more conscious of where I place things with this. So that's going to go like so. Over there. I think I'm ready to, and we're going to glue that down. There we go. Ooh. I'm just going to turn it to the side here because I want that daffodil right at the very top. A bit of excess glue on there, just wipe that. And then I've got this that will fold over because I'll be collaging on the, well, I think I'm going to collage on the inside. I haven't actually looked at any of my scrapbooking papers to see if I've got anything that resembles daffodils or daisies. So, okay, so what do we want this side? That one. Oh, that'd be nice. I like that down that side. Okay. I like to overlap a little, don't I? So we're going to probably want to try and use my mat as a guide to try and get it straight, ish. is just going to go on there like that, and then we'll tuck it over. Okay, if I can get another glue from this page. Okay, so let's just use, let's just miter the corner. Keeping that bit, go in the bin. Now this is our opening, so I want to tuck this bit in. I'm trying to fold it over without folding too much extra. There, I think we're about right. And this, I might need to put a bit more glue on that. I took so long. There we go. I can just fold that over. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. So that's going to be the front. Okay, so we need a piece down the bottom now. Let's have a look. That's a nice bit, isn't it? I'm going to take this off. Again, try and get it straight. Use your board, Jen. Use your board. So I want this bit. So we can just take it off straight across here. Actually, that would be nice for on the back of a collage one, because you could write on that page. So I'm thinking, do I put it all here, or do I go slightly overlap it there? I think I might do that. I'll take the white border off this edge. That can go there, and then we can just put a little something over here. Maybe a piece of this over here. Might be quite nice. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we don't need it. Where are we? Where are we overlapping? So we only need it to be about here. It's going to go... put it back there. There we go. Let's glue this one down. Just get a new glue sheet. Oops. Okay. So yeah, we want to do just over, I would say, that there. So I'm going to cut, now this bit's going to be tucked in, so I'm just going to do that to try and see if I can get it straight. Okay, and then this bit's going to fold across here. Lovely. And then that, well, we've got to take the white edge off this side, haven't we? Oh, still didn't do it right. Struggling with my tearing today. Yeah, it still wants to go. Here we go, that's better. Now I'm sticking to everything. Just see how we're doing for filming. We're up to 11 minutes, that's not too bad. So yeah, then I'm just going to put that over there. That covers our join nicely as well, and then I can put something on here. Maybe we could have a bit of that there. Yeah, I'm going to put that down first, I think. There we go. Try and get it somewhat straight. That can just fold over. I'm only having an opening at the front. The back is just going to be like I would do for a normal envelope. I just want to be able to put something in and out of the pocket so you can see through the window. And because this is a brown envelope, I'm not too bothered about actually covering inside the pocket. I don't mind seeing the brown. Okay, so that's going across there like that. And all these white edges will get covered up when we collage on the inside. So that's going to be our front cover. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? Really nice. I like that. We can always add some lace and some trims and stuff afterwards. So let's carry on with the back. Let's see, what have we already got torn up? I'm thinking maybe that there, and then a strip, maybe if I move it up a little bit, that across there. Yeah, I like that. So let's take this off, let's measure this along here. I'm going to cut it about the same. Okay, and that's going to go on there. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually liking having the slightly paler colours dotted around, the more neutral colours. It helps the daffodils pop a bit more, I think. I like it. Okay. So I would say we can go out to about there. That gives us a nice space on this inside as well. So we're just going to right to the corner. That's a nice big bit to keep. Fold that over and fold that over. Okay, so now we've got our little strip. Oops, I think I need to get a new glue page, and I'm just going to put it over the top here. Like so. Yeah, that looks nice. Okay, so we've got one little bit here that we want to fill. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let's take off the white on here. Let's see if we can do this in one. Maybe I need to do it. That's better. Okay. So if that's going there, actually want to come down a little bit with this, I think. I want more of the daffodil on the front, so I'm going to take off that. That's better. I like that. We certainly don't need all of this. Oh, that's my glue lid just gone rolling off the table. Never mind. I would say about here. That's not straight. That's that. Do I want to take a bit off the bottom as well? Because we want an overlap, but we don't want too much of an overlap. Let's just take it off there. There we go. Okay, grab a new glue page and let's glue this one down. So there we have it. That's our cover. Okay guys, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to collage the inside, and I'm going to do exactly the same process with this one, which is the daisies. We will have, this one's already got an opening in here, but this one I might, because of the blue, I might put something over the background of that one. I haven't decided yet, but this is our cover for the daffodil one. You've seen my process of how I've been putting things together, so I hope that's maybe given you some ideas in how to put things together. If not, just a fun craft along with me video. So thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in my next installment of the 2 journals at once. Take care everyone, bye.